The course is winding down. I think I counted 6 more topics after today, and then it'll be all done, hopefully, although it's never done, right? Like, it's a continuous practice. The next video will be about gratitude, and it will have someone that I think is probably the most grateful person I know. We'll be doing that one. But today, very briefly, I wanted to talk about a statement that I read. And first I heard it on a Hidden Brain podcast. I don't remember what episode it was. There was an expert named Tara Brach who basically talked about us living in a trance. And I really liked that. Like, I think that is an excellent analogy of how a lot of people live their lives. And she says we're time travelers. I read this in an article when I was researching her a little bit. We're time travelers. We're always in the past or we're always in the future, and we're never really in the present. The idea of us living in a trance relates to my most recent post, August 2021, for those watching this later, which I had titled Fighting Not to Be Me. Because to me, I usually, living in a trance, am an accumulation of my genetics, my conditioning, and my environment. And instead, I want to choose to be me. So I had called it Fighting Not to Be Me. The editors didn't like that title. They changed it to Fighting to Create a True Self. If you've read me before, you know I don't even believe in a true self. I don't have any say, or it wouldn't have been published. So because of that, they get the title that they chose. But the idea is that we have to be conscious in order to really choose who we want to be and enact that aspect. In one of my classes the other day, we were talking about how basically you're unconscious a majority of the time. We're just acting out of our unconscious drives. The goal is to take a breath every once in a while and just be present. Just stopping and deciding, who do I want to be in this moment? And I'm going to get back to this a little more in a couple of topics from now, and build on it. But for now, I want you to try to just take a breath and be present and kind of stop the thinking like we were talking about before. This kind of goes back to the being versus observer that I covered a couple of videos ago. And there are definitely times we should just be. Like I had a workout with one of my friends today, and I enjoyed that. And I wasn't thinking about what to say, and we were just joking and conversing about different workouts, and that's fine. But other times, it's important to be more conscious and be more mindful. And maybe even when we're alone, right? When we're not around other people and our thoughts are just driving us in a certain direction, we can slow everything down and not give them so much merit. I guess that's the topic for this video, just kind of breaking that trance, taking a breath, being in the moment, realizing I'm in a trance a lot of time, like I'm just functioning out of genetics and conditioning and environment. All right, that's it though. The goal this week, 5 days or 6 days, is to try to break out of that trance as many times as you can. Be present, take a breath, wonder where your motives are coming from, and witness it, but not necessarily act out of it. All right, thanks.